championship. The Long Beach Stingrays are just one game away from capturing the ABL championship, but don't forget that Columbus Quest has yet to lose to a Western Conference team on its home floor all season. And as Columbus proved to us last year, in this very same situation, down 2-1 in the finals, Columbus plays its best basketball when their backs are against the wall. In the first 3 games, it was a tale of free throw shooting and second half runs. In game 1 in Long Beach, a very physical game turned into a free throw contest. Long Beach won it from the line. In game 2, behind the firepower of Griffith and Williams, Long Beach was able to hold Columbus's leading scorer, Katie Smith, to a season-low 4 points. Then we moved to Columbus for game 3, and for the first time in Quest history, 2 Columbus players recorded double-doubles in the same game as Columbus extended its home winning streak to 23 games. Happy to have joining us tonight 4-time Olympian and Atlanta Glory player Teresa Edwards. Teresa, during the regular season, Long Beach lost all 4 games to Columbus. Are you impressed with the way they've been able to match intensity in this final series?
Well, I'll tell you the truth, Heather. This is the ABL. On any given night, the best team that comes out and play is the team that's going to win. Long Beach has played inconsistent. However, at the postseason they begin to gel, they're playing good at the right time, and they're proving that they're going to come out and win this championship if Columbus don't do their job.
In such physical games, when pressure is forcing very poor shots, what kind of adjustments can you make?
Well, it's so physical with that. Long Beach has really been forced to play physical. Columbus is the type team that's been physical all year, and I don't think Long Beach is going to let them play physical and they not respond. It's going to be a game of momentum, and both teams are trying to steal the momentum right now.
All right, Teresa, thanks so much. We'll look forward to checking in with you at the half. But now let's join Tracy Warren and Debbie Antonelli.
Heather, thank you very much. Quest coach Ryan Agler is pointing his finger at the veterans to step up and even this series at 2 games apiece. And just as she did in last year's championship series, 36-year-old Valerie Still is answering the call. You talk about a tough job. You've got the smallest center in the league going up against the front line in Long Beach. Things get jammed up on the inside as she steps out on the perimeter, knocks down to Jay. On the penetration, she slides to the basket. Check out the heart and the hustle. With the loose ball, Valerie Still knocks it down. Columbus to even this series, their defense has got to create some offense. But Long Beach wants to make some history. They want to become the first rookie expansion team to win a world championship. That's it courtside. Heather, back to you.
Tracy and Debbie, in all 3 games, the team to shoot better than 40% from the field has won the game. For Long Beach to claim the title tonight, it's going to be behind Venus Lacey, one of the most intense and emotional players in the game. Tip-off is next.
Well, there was one year where I almost lost the entire backyard to crabgrass, and I vowed that would never happen again. The following year, I did use turf builder plus halts. It not only got rid of the crabgrass, but it also greened up the lawn and thickened it. I used the cheaper brands, but I didn't have the color that I wanted, and I did have the weeds. Look how thick it is. Look at the color of it. There are no weeds. I take the credit instead of Scott's. I call it Louis Lawn. I'm very proud of the results that I get from Scott's. And there will be no crabgrass.
I remember the day he came to our farm just before harvest time. And he told me about something that never been done before. How soybeans like mine were now being used for a new kind of cooking oil. Seems the folks who make Crisco had come up with Olean, an oil that fries up snacks without adding any fat or calories, making them taste especially good. And now I see what I'm part of, and it makes me feel good.
Coming soon, new fat-free Olean, a good place to start.
The ABL Game of the Week is brought to you by Phoenix, the official insurance and investment advisor to the ABL. By Pantene Pro-V Shampoo and Pro-V Treatment Conditioner. For hair so healthy, it shines. By Old Spice High Endurance Deodorant. For long-lasting odor protection, now you've got proof, not promises. By Pert Plus, the shampoo that conditions too, for simply great hair. And by Reebok, proud to be a sponsor to the ABL in its 2nd season.
We are inside Battelle Hall for Game 4 of the ABL Championships. Columbus looking to even the series at 2 games apiece. The Long Beach Stingrays lead this series at 2-1. Tonight's starting lineups, it is much the same. The Columbus Quest starting the same lineup. Shannon Johnson, Katie Smith, they are the firepowers making their 97th consecutive start. 3. It was Long Beach who came out cold in the first quarter, scoring a franchise low, just 6 points. It's something Mara McHugh said, Debbie, the team needs to do a better job of getting out of the gate.
Looking for a quick start is what Mara McHugh called. You've got to be able to withstand that flurry of the Columbus defense and their intensity early on. You've got to match that. You've got to be patient, and you have to take care of the basketball.
The Long Beach Stingrays are in their road blue. Columbus Quest are in their home white. Valerie Still and Yolanda Griffith will jump it up for Game 4 of the ABL Championship. And the Long Beach Stingrays take control. Andrea Naj running the point for the Long Beach Stingrays. Griffith guarded by Valerie Still. Now, fouls were a problem for both of these teams, and both teams looking not to foul early.
Great pressure on the basketball.
Off the mark for the Stingrays, scramble on the floor, and quickly Shannon Johnson calls an early timeout.
You can see how Columbus values possession of the basketball just by that play right there. Shannon Johnson calls the timeout instead of getting the turnover.
Take a look at the physical series between these two teams. 69 and 76 fouls. There have been a lot of trips to the free throw lines. The Stingrays have managed to do very well from the charity stripe, shooting 84%.
By that free throw number, you can tell how aggressive Long Beach has been with the basketball in their half-court offense. They've been taking the ball to the middle of the floor, and when they do that, Columbus has not shown enough discipline to stop fouling. They're not moving their feet, and they've been reaching. Brian Agler's looking to correct that here in this Game 4.
So after the brief timeout, Columbus will inbound the basketball. Shannon Johnson, the University of South Carolina's second all-time leading scorer, runs the point for the Columbus Quest. Katie Smith, she has been cold of late, off the mark here, and Tanya Edwards with the rebound.
We talked to Katie about her shooting low. She said, I've got to do other things to help this club. It's not all about scoring for me. We want to win this game, and this is what I can do. Move without the ball, set some screens. Look for her to be very active off the basketball.
Off the hands of Edwards, it will be Stingray basketball. Now, controlling the tempo was key for both of these teams, Debbie. They said they wanted to be proactive rather than reactive.
And for Long Beach, they want to do it with their offense. Columbus wants to do it with their defense. Look for Long Beach to be patient, make some passes, make Columbus work. There's another steal.
As they try to force it inside to Venus Lacey. Good denied defense by Andrea Lloyd.
Look at the mismatch up top. You got Venus Lacey and Shannon Johnson, and Johnson's calling for the ball.
Edwards. Scramble for the loose ball. And the Stingrays come up with the ball. Venus Lacey pushes it ahead to Griffith. She is good in the open court, but Yolanda Griffith is fouled.
Yolanda Griffith at 6'4". Now she's got some handle. In the open floor, there's your center. For Long Beach, taking it off the turnover and going the other way. Look at the scramble down at the other end. Look at the bodies on the floor. This is a perfect example of how physical this series has been. Venus Lacey trying to clear some space, and then Yolanda takes it full court, coast to coast at 6'4". There's not many players in this league that can do that.
The 6'4" Yolanda Griffith out of Chicago, Illinois on the line. Shooting 69% from the charity stripe in the regular season, and you see field goal 57% in the finals.
Averaging a double-double. That's pretty tough.
She's got the first 2 points of the game.
Yolanda Griffith has been able to play in this physical series, virtually staying out of foul trouble, which has been key for Long Beach.
Katie Smith has room backdoor quickly. Griffith, the ABL Defensive Player of the Year, is there. Boxes her out and gets the rebound.
That's why Yolanda Griffith can stay out of foul trouble. That's exactly what she does down the other end, is her presence makes people alter their shot.
Andrea Naj, who has seen her minutes decrease in this championship series, turns the ball over.
Check it out. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Katie with the pump fake. Yolanda with the contest. That's how she's been able to stay out of foul trouble. At 6'4", she's got long arms, great athletic ability, and she has the ability to contest down low.
Already in a shoving match, Naj and Johnson, and Naj picks up her first personal foul. Katie Smith guarded by Yolanda Griffith. We saw that same matchup in game 1 of this series.
That's Yolanda with a deflection because of her long arms.
And another foul. So quickly the officials, Debbie, are trying to set the tone here. They're not letting the touch fouls go in this game 4.
Well, you certainly have got to call it on the basketball, and that's what that situation was. Off the ball, look for there still to be a lot of contact.
That is the second personal foul on Shannon Johnson, and the Quest bench does not go very deep. Davis Wrightsil finds Griffith off the mark, on the line, going to stay with the Long Beach Stingrays. Brian Agler makes his first substitution of the game. Sanja Tate checks into the game, and she replaces Shannon Johnson, who sits down with 2 personal fouls.
Look for Yolanda Griffith on the out-of-bounds plays underneath her own basket. There she is.
Yolanda Griffith uses the glass.
You got to body her up. You can't let her slash wide open. She just caught the ball and turned and scored.
She had 12 points, 18 rebounds in game 3. Katie Smith for 2. Again off the mark, big rebound, Beverly Williams. She has been hot in this series. Off the hands of the Quest, going to stay with the Stingrays. Now, Mara McHugh said we need Clarissa Davis Wrightsil to be hot in order to win this game 4.
Well, you got to take some pressure off of Yolanda Griffith and Venus Lacey inside. You got to knock down some perimeter shots, and that's what Bev Williams and Clarissa Davis Wrightsil did in games 1 and 2.
Yolanda Griffith, she is quickly double teamed, and a turnover.
Great help by Andrea Lloyd, who rotates over to help. Causes the turnover on the double team. Columbus is doing a good job of not allowing Yolanda Griffith in the early on catch this basketball down on the block. They're pushing her up the lane and out of the lane.
Smith going to take Griffith to the hole. Dishes out. Still is fouled in the paint.
Great penetration of the baseline. Katie Smith takes a step. And then Valerie Still does a great job of getting in her vision. On the penetration, you've got to slide to the open spot. And now we've got Long Beach's point guard, Andrea Naj, with 2 personal fouls.
Valerie Still has not gone to the line much in this championship series. She shoots 76% from the charity stripe and has put the Quest first point on the board. The Stingray lead is at 2. Stingrays lead this series 2 games to 1. A win tonight, and they clinch the ABL World Championship. Davis Wrightsil in traffic, stolen by the Quest. Sanja Tate, she's got a 3-on-2, still puts it on the floor, off the mark. And Andrea Lloyd quickly is going to reset the offense. Shot clock at 8. Tanya Edwards celebrating her 30th birthday today. And another look for the Columbus Quest.
Andrea Lloyd at the top of the key runs the show up there with Shannon Johnson out of the lineup. And Andrea Lloyd's got some blood. I believe she's got to go over and get that wiped off.
Debbie, it was after game 2 when Columbus was down 2-0. They flew back here to Ohio and they held a team meeting. They needed to talk about getting reacquainted with one another.
Well, it was that, Tracy, but it was also kind of regroup, sort of, you know, hey, here's where we are. We're in this championship series. We're down 0-2. This is what we need to do. We need to come together. We need to play Quest basketball. That's the conversation that they had. And apparently they've come together and were able to pull it away in game 3.
They were down 2-1 in last year's championship series against the then Richmond Rage. Came back to win it here at the Tell Hall. Push foul against Beverly Williams, her first personal foul. It is the team's 3rd.
Both these teams average over 80 points a game, but yet in this series, they're averaging about 65 because of the defense. Possession of the ball is so crucial.
Valerie Still with the rebound.
Great position inside by Still to get the offensive board.
Tate runs into traffic. Still's got the mismatch with Naj picking her up. Katie Smith, careless pass. Here comes Griffith. She's got a 2-on-2. Yolanda Griffith, and she is fouled.
Yolanda Griffith with a great anticipation on the weak side pass. Just gets out and gets the steal and heads the other way. 6'4". Great handle. Gets fouled. This is what Columbus doesn't want to do, is put Long Beach to the free throw line.
Lisa Johnson, who has averaged double-figure scoring the past 2 championship games, into the game for the Long Beach Stingrays. She replaces Andrea Naj.
Columbus yet to have a field goal in this game. Long Beach getting quite a few points at the line.
And Yolanda Griffith doing a great job for the Long Beach Stingrays. She's got the team's entire 6 points. Lloyd, guarded by Davis Wrightsil. And Lloyd draws the foul.
Both these teams are going to get into bonus awfully quick here in this basketball game if they continue to foul off the basketball.
Debbie, it seems like the half-court offense, or rather the quarter-court offense, has been a problem for both of these teams.
Well, what they both need to do is quit jamming up the lane so much. They need to spread out, get some more spacing.
Edwards will create some spacing. Tanya Edwards from long distance.
Columbus certainly knows how to use a screen, and Edwards came off the baseline screen, squared up to score.
Lacey, the emotional leader. Williams blocked. Still all over Davis Wrightsil.
Not only did she block it, but she controlled it to get the loose ball.
Traveling violation, Andrea Lloyd. We've got a break in the action. 4:43 left to go in the first quarter of Game 4. Long Beach leads by 1.
I think, for real, I don't think she's taking this off. I think she's going for it.
Sylvia Crawley, this is history in the making. The first ever women's professional basketball dunk, and she's doing it blindfolded.
Hey, Edna, you there?
I'm here, Spencer. How you doing?
I'm great. Hey, have you played in the dime with DMX?
I have, and it's great.
Can you feel that air moving, cushioning, stabilizing your feet?
Yeah, especially when I'm getting ready to steal the ball, and I can be up on my toes and anticipate and ready to go in any direction. I feel it.
That air is there when you need it.
Definitely. The shoe feels comfortable.
Wait a minute. It's called the dime. It's my shoe.
Let's see what you've got. Bring it on.
I'm bringing it. Come on, Spence. You drive.
We can take my truck.
The time barrier with TimeWorks from Quantum Fitness, a revolutionary approach to fitness that gives you 3 separate workouts, more than an hour's worth of exercise, all in just 4 minutes a day. So now you can burn calories and build a strong heart and lungs. Sculpt shapelier, sexier thighs, firm and toned rock-hard abs. Work the muscles of your back, arms, and chest, and stimulate flexibility, all in just 4 minutes a day. And now you can shatter the time barrier for 0 down and as little as $59.90 per month. Plus, call in the next 9 minutes and find out how you can save $100 off the regular price. That's right, save $100. But you must call in the next 9 minutes. Try TimeWorks risk-free for a full 30 days. Experience 4-minute fitness for yourself. Now just 0 down and as little as $59.90 per month. Shatter the time barrier with TimeWorks from Quantum Fitness, the 4-minute fitness machine.
Back inside inside Battelle Hall for Game 4 of the finals. Tonight, we spotlight the Quest Katie Smith and Valerie Still, who, when facing elimination, refused to lose. If history should repeat itself, look for these two to come up big in Game 4. Katie Smith did not put up impressive numbers in the first 3 games last year or this year, but look at how her numbers changed in Game 4. Smith poured in a game-high 25. Valerie Still has provided the same spark. Last year, Still had 22 points en route to winning the title and being awarded MVP of the series. Look for both of these players, especially in the second half, to take control of the Quest destiny.
Heather, thanks very much. We'll keep an eye on both Valerie Still and Katie Smith. Brian Agler said in order for us to win, Still needs to have a good game.
Valerie Still's got to answer the call, step up and get it done at both ends of the floor. Right now, she's getting on the glass, which is very important. And she's doing all the little things in the defensive end in terms of helping out and fronting Yolanda Griffith down low.
Lisa Johnson, the 5'8" guard out of the University of Alabama, now running a point for the expansion Stingray squad. Williams, the 12-footer. Katie Smith with the rebound.
Part of the reason why Andrea Lloyd brings the ball up the floor so much is because nobody pressures her 94 feet. Gives the Columbus guards a chance to get back and set some screens and get into their passing game.
Off the hands of the Long Beach Stingrays, and it's going to stay with the Columbus Quest. Now, Tanya Edwards has been the hot hand for the Columbus Quest in this championship series. She is averaging nearly 16 points, 4 rebounds, and leading the team in scoring in the championship series. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Lloyd's got to get it off. Here comes the Stingrays. Griffith runs the floor so well.
Great job by Valerie Still. Good job to get in front.
Stingrays trying to force it inside, something Mara McHugh said we cannot do.
Val just moving well around the post, trying to get in front.
Edwards. Rebound, Yolanda Griffith. She was second in the ABL in rebounding this year. Better than 11 rebounds per game in the regular season.
Look how Long Beach is spreading out the Columbus defense. They've got great spacing in their offense right now, and they're getting the ball reversal, which Columbus doesn't want to have happen.
Davis Wrightstill. Davis Wrightstill has been a streaky shooter, averaging double figures the first 2 games, just 6 points in Game 3.
Neither team shooting the ball extremely well in this early start.
Katie Smith. How about Yolanda Griffith coming from behind?
Valerie Still, who has the ABL record for steals in a game at 10 and has got the playoff record for Game 3 with 8. She comes up with another steal. She just does a great job of not letting Lacey create contact, and she moves around in front of her.
It is cold from field goal range. Columbus 1 of 10 from field goal land, and their shooting troubles continue. They shot 40% in Game 3 in their 70-61 win over the Stingray squad. A low-scoring first quarter here in Game 4 of the ABL Championships. Beverly Williams for 3. That's in and out. Valerie Still with the rebound. Andrea Lloyd going coast to coast. Doesn't get the roll.
And somebody's got to step in and take the charge on that from Andrea Lloyd going all the way. Those rims are tight.
And talk about a lid being on the basket, Debbie. Neither of these teams seem to be able to buy a basket in the early going.
You know, and those rims are so big that 2 balls side by side can fit inside the rim. So there's plenty of space up there for it to go down.
You know, and I bet you measured that.
I know that. It's a fact.
Miss Lacey off the mark. Quest going to push it up. Can Lloyd get it to go in? She throws it away.
Just sloppy play right now on both ends by both clubs. No flow offensively, no feel.
And we've got a 20-second timeout by Long Beach.
Now listen, we get down at the other end on transition. Let's get under control just a little bit. We got to do the same thing. Sometimes you may have to just jump stop, let them fly by. All they're going to do is just stay there with their hands up and stick in the basket. Okay? Now, we're staying in there because we're doing it here. Don't let down. Just stay right with it. Don't give up on it. On three. 1, 2, 3.
Brian Agler's referring to his end of the floor right now, which is the defensive end, and he's the mastermind of that great defensive plan that Columbus has put together. They front the post, they help post to post, and they're getting great pressure on the perimeter, and that's why Long Beach is having a tough time entering the ball inside, because the guards are getting after it outside the lane.
In the first quarter of Game 3, Long Beach was outscored 17-6. Right now it is 6-5 in favor of Long Beach with 1:45 left to go. Beverly Williams with the acrobatic act knocks down her first 2 points of the game.
Beverly Williams and Nisa Johnson form a pretty good dribble penetration guard pair for Long Beach.
Lloyd trying to call timeout, and she does. And just very sloppy basketball on both teams' part. And Debbie, we talked to Long Beach. They said they were loose in their shoot-around. We talked to Columbus. They said it was a little less tense than it had been in Game 3.
Well, that's what happens when you got your backs against the wall. You got to pull out a game here to stay alive.
Still, okay, and you guys match up on the guard, all right? You guys match up on the guard. Okay, their ball right now is 12 seconds, okay? They get the ball on the sideline right now, so we've got to play good team. Box out, okay? Offensively, let's go down and let's do X next time. X on offense, okay? And make sure that when you set your away screen, you stay high. Post play. And guards, wait for the pick to be set, okay? Make sure you wait on it. So when we're setting here, and we're Xing and we're dribbling the ball this way, okay, let's say it's the 5, set the pick and come hard off the screen, all right? Yeah, also, when the guard gets chased through, when you come up and set the screen, make sure you clear out high after you set the screen and bring the post down, okay? So we got X next time. We need a stop right here on defense.
So you come to the post, fake away and come back.
Yeah. Okay, you got to use some ball fakes out there. Okay, let's go now.
Together, 1, 2, 3.
Together. Okay, match up now, match up.
Mark McHugh talking about timing, talking about spacing in their offense, looking to get a little isolation down low. It's very important that you know how to use a screen, as important it is in setting a screen.
Well, the numbers tell the story from the field goal shooting. The first 2 games, Long Beach won, shot better than 40% from the field. Game 3, a dismal 27%, and they fell 70-61.
Yolanda Griffith, there she is again inside.
Naj back running the point for the Long Beach Stingrays. 14 on the shot clock. Johnson. Naj on the floor. Dishes it to Lacey. And we've got a whistle. Traveling violation on Andrea Naj.
Great ball pressure by Columbus, really making Long Beach run their offense up high. Andrea Naj could not get the entry pass to get things going to run the offense.
Still guarded by Lacey. Tanya Edwards finds Lloyd, puts it on the floor. Rebound, Venus Lacey. Lacey had 10 rebounds in Game 3 before fouling out. Naj looking for some help inside. Mark McHugh said, look for the high-low. Lacey says, I'm going to take it myself.
That thing is just not going to go in a basket, and Columbus might be looking for one shot here.
Johnson loses a handle. Nisa Johnson to Beverly Williams. And Williams can't get it to go. Johnson ahead to Katie Smith. She's got to get the shot off. And a very low-scoring first quarter here in Game 4 of the ABL Championship. The Long Beach Stingrays leading 8-5.
I'd like some information on the small business plan?
For PPO, IPA, HMO, and PCP, press 1. Wait 12 minutes, press 5. Leave a message and maybe we'll call you back. For things without initials, press 2. To speak to an operator, good luck. To find out about health care, call back between 1 and 2 Rocky Mountain time unless you need something immediately. Just hold on and somebody who really doesn't care will be with you within the hour with absolutely nothing to say, okay?
You run a small business. You don't have time for nonsense like this. At HIP, we understand the importance of efficient customer service. So we've introduced voice response that really responds. Humans are standing by too. We offer very affordable small business plans that lets you choose any doctor anywhere. So call your broker or call this number. We'll send you a 10-minute prepaid long-distance calling card and our free brochure on small business health plans. This offer expires soon, so call now. We won't keep you hanging. So, where do you get your health care?
It's HIP.
Hey, Nets fans, this is your chance to win a trip for 2 to see the Nets play the Bulls in Chicago, or other great prizes. All you have to do is pick up a Coors Light 3-point play game card and watch this select Coors Light 3-point play game on Fox Sports New York. Tap the Rockies with the Coors Light 3-point play and Fox Sports New York by picking up a game card at participating Applebee's, Chi-Chi's, Chili's, Ruby Tuesdays, and TGI Fridays restaurants for your chance to win.
We have to work hard every night, every game. If we're doing that, we got very good chance to win the game. That's our key, and we have to address that from right now till the end of the season.
I think we got to come out every night and play full 60 minutes. It seems like the games that we lose, it's like we beat ourselves. And we got to improve on that, and I think that's, practice habits and working hard on and off the ice.
We are inside the Quest Nest for Game 4 of the ABL Championship. Start of the second, Long Beach leading 8-5. It has been a very good championship series, so good we might go to a Game 5. And if there is a Game 5, it will be Sunday night, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, right here at Patel Hall in Columbus, Ohio. Check your local listings. The field goal shooting early on has not been pretty. It has been very cold inside Battelle Hall. Both teams having trouble finding the basket. Long Beach 2 of 11, Columbus 1 of 14. The 5 points scored by the Quest is an ABL low for a quarter. The previous low, Long Beach last night, 6 points.
Possession of the basketball is a premium. Both teams have got to be more patient offensively, get shots that they want to take in their offense. They're just being too sloppy. That's a good possession by Columbus. They got ball reversal, they got spacing, the baseline cut. Tanya Edwards matched up against Naj down low.
That is the first 2-point field goal for the Columbus Quest. Nisa Johnson looking for Yolanda Griffith. Andrea Lloyd all over Yolanda Griffith. Lacey's got some room inside. Griffith with the rebound and the putback, and Griffith is fouled.
2 possessions, 1 for each club, both being much more persistent in trying to run their sets. Long Beach gets a good look. Columbus got a good look. Yolanda Griffith is option number 1 for the Long Beach Stingrays.
Foul is on Andrea Lloyd, her first, team's 4th. Johnson has a tip by Edwards. Tanya Edwards playing both ends of the floor. She's got 5 of the Quest 7 points. Lloyd looking for Edwards again. Same shot as last time. Still weak side rebound. She's fouled.
Valerie Still goes to the glass every single offensive possession, and when she's at the high post area, it's almost easier for her to read the rebound and get to the basket. 6'1", Valerie Still. You can call her an overachiever. I think she's just talented. I think she reads the ball off the glass as good as anybody in this league.
Venus Lacey picks up her first personal foul. And Venus Lacey for the series has 18 personal fouls. And that is about an average of 5 per game. She fouled out last game, including getting a technical foul for an emotional outburst in the second half.
When Venus Lacey steps between the lines, it's all business, but off the court, she is a gentle giant.
One of 10 children in the Lacey family is Venus Lacey. Lisa Johnson going strong to the hole. Out of bounds, going to go with the Columbus Quest.
Columbus's defensive rotation right now is very much in tune. When the penetration comes to the baseline, they all get to the rim to try to help. That's what makes them so talented defensively.
Katie Smith guarded by Yolanda Griffith, and Griffith is going to pick up the foul.
Yolanda trying to go for the pick right there. Katie Smith react very quickly, initiating the contact. Take a look at this right here. Here comes Katie Smith off the Andrea Lloyd screen, puts the ball on the floor and gets ready to take it to the hole.
That is the first personal foul on Yolanda Griffith. It is the team 6. We talked with Katie before the game. She said, I'm going to go hard to the hole.
That's a perfect example of what she can do when her shooting is off a little bit. She can get herself to the line, get some personal fouls racked up on the other team, and help her team get to the line.
And a whistle away from the basketball. This foul is good to go. Or check that. No foul call. 3-second violation. Yolanda Griffith will help bring down the ball. Debbie, what do the Stingrays need to establish here on the offensive end?
Well, they haven't established Yolanda on the blocks yet. That high-low look that they like to run with Lacey up top and Yolanda on the baseline is very potent for them offensively.
Davis Wrightsville just way off the mark. You could see, Debbie, she wasn't even squared up to shoot that ball.
I think Long Beach could be much more patient, but that's what Columbus makes you do. If they don't get a steal, they're trying to make you hurry offensively. Long Beach needs to run their set and get the ball inside to Yolanda. If they're patient and get the reversal, they will find Yolanda in a high percentage part of the floor where she wants to score.
Rookie Angie Ponoff out of Penn State University checks in for the Columbus Quest, and Trish Stafford checks in for the Long Beach Stingrays, replacing Clarissa Davis Wrightsville. Still, Sanja Tate guarded by Andrea Naj. Tate, crossover dribble, spin move, fade away. Rebound, Yolanda Griffith. Working the boards again.
Beverly Williams is to take the ball all the way to the baseline to flatten out that Columbus defense. Opens up the top of the key area.
In traffic is Trish Stafford, and she is fouled. That's going to go against Valerie Still. Still's first personal foul. Team's 5th.
You've got to play Trisha Stafford to put the ball on the floor. So when you go up on her, you want to give her a cushion. Make her shoot the 15-footer. That's just a personnel scouting report on her. Don't let her put the ball on the floor and drive by you. Give her a little space. She got that penetration, got the ball towards the middle of the lane and created the help situation. That's why Valerie Still picked up the foul.
The past 8 free throw attempts for Trish Stafford. She has made all 8. 6 of 6 in game 3, 2 of 2 here in game 4. Long Beach leads by 1. Smith, cross court to Still, guarded by Andrea Naj. That's a size mismatch. Yolanda Griffith comes down with the basketball.
Well, that's the matchup Columbus wants. Long Beach switching on the screens, but they don't want Valerie Still taking the 15-footer. If they're more patient and they recognize the mismatch, Valerie did recognize it. She just needs to take her down low and post her up.
Shannon Johnson's 3rd personal foul, so she will come out of the game. Tracy Thurgill checks in. What's that do to the offensive and defensive makeup for the Quest?
Well, defensively, I don't think there's anybody better in the league, 94 feet, at guarding the basketball, but Long Beach has a very good 2-guard, an off-guard, Beverly Williams, who can bring it up the floor as well. So what it does for Columbus is just gets Tracy Thurgill in the line as a defensive specialist.
Beverly Williams can't knock it down. With the Stingrays. Now for the Stingray team. Griffith has 6 of the team's 10 points. Griffith breaks free, guarded by 2 Quest players. Lacey turns in front to Williams, spin move off the mark, and Beverly Williams is fouled by Tanya Edwards.
That's just quick on quick going at it right there. Isolated Beverly Williams is a great offensive scorer off the dribble. Tanya was trying to contest, picks up the foul.
Beverly Williams had the hot hand in Game 2 in Long Beach, California. 18 points, 6 rebounds. And after that game, Debbie, she told us in the locker room, I can't see Columbus winning 3 games in a row. I think we can win 1 of 3 in Columbus, Ohio.
Well, you had to believe that it was looking pretty good for them, considering that they got the 2 at home. So I'd like those odds coming into Columbus trying to win 1 of 3.
The Quest trail by 3. Third puts it on the floor, knocked out of bounds. Gonna stay with the Quest. Tanya Edwards looking for some help. Valerie Still and Katie Smith on the bench along with Shannon Johnson. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Angie Potoff off the dribble. Out of bounds, going to go with the Long Beach Stingrays. Well, the Stingrays, who in 4 tries in the regular season, lost all 4 times to this Columbus Quest team by an average of 23 points a game, say they're playing in this championship for respect.
Well, I think they've earned that. There's no question about it. It's just a matter of who's going to win the series now. They've got a lot of talent on their club. They just never were able to put it together. They're gelling at the right time.
Edwards, can she knock it down? Yes!
Knocking down that jumper with Beverly Williams in her face.
She has pulled the Quest to within 1. Stafford to Lacey. She had Griffith, gonna shoot it herself. Griffith with the rebound.
Yolanda moving without the basketball.
Trish Stafford for 3. That's not something you see very often. A 27% shooter from three-point land.
Trisha Stafford playing with a lot of confidence, as is the entire Long Beach team. Columbus just out of the flow offensively. The only scorers on the floor right now for Columbus are Tanya Edwards and Andrea Lloyd.
And Lloyd backs herself into traffic, traveling violation. Columbus Quest trying to make a run here. They trail by 4 in the second quarter.
At the Phoenix, we developed our fiscal fitness program because we know that your priorities shift during your lifetime. Sometimes you need more insurance. Sometimes you need more investments. We can help you focus your financial picture so you always have the right combination of insurance and investments, no matter where life's journey takes you. Phoenix, insurance and investments.
Into the bank, I was just applying for another credit card. Fine, the woman said. But as we talked about my finances, she also suggested ways I could consolidate my debt, save some money, and start putting something aside for when Timmy here decides to grow up and go to college. I wasn't looking for advice that day, but every now and then we could all use a little help.
For your one-to-one solution, call us, Bank 1-to-1.
This is for Coach Brannigan, who kept me in that game, and for all the kids who voted for me, for my family, who said there isn't anything I can't do. And for myself, who believes in me.
Game 4 of the ABL Championship. Long Beach looking to clinch a title tonight. Joining me now, Teresa Edwards. Teresa, these two teams could certainly be using you right now. A very sluggish first half. What can they do offensively to change things?
I think both teams are very, very tight. It's a playoff game. It's a championship game. They both really need to settle down and try to execute their plays. Let's do what the teams need to do to win.
All right, Debbie and Tracy, we'll see if they can do that in the last 4 minutes of this second quarter.
All right, Heather, maybe they want to consider bringing Teresa Edwards in the game, fire down a couple shots. The four-time Olympian knows what to do with a basketball.
Well, I think she'd know how to get this thing a little bit up-tempo, that's for sure. Stretch it out a little.
Here we see the frenetic defensive pace by the Columbus Quest against the Stingrays. It's out of bounds, and it's going to go to the Columbus Quest. Brian Agler, last year's ABL Coach of the Year, said, you know, our backs were against the wall. Down 2 games to 0, coming into Battelle Hall, where we've never lost to a Western Conference opponent. We're taking it 1 game at a time.
That's the only way to take it. You got to stay alive. You can't be looking ahead. You got to think about tonight and tonight only.
Smith now guarded by Tricia Stafford.
The other thing at this point is the little things, the details. Sanja Tate just backs Andrea Naj down into the paint and knocks out the jumper.
Sanja Tate's first field goal of the game, and the Quest now trail by 2.
When you get into games of this caliber, with this much meaning, you can see how much is turned into a half-court game, where your quarter-court defense has got to be the rule. Boy, Venus Lacey knows how to take somebody out on the screen.
Stafford puts up the prayer, and she is fouled. That's going to go against Katie Smith.
How about Trish Stafford? Long Beach has got a deep bench. Mara McHugh's got the liberty to go pretty deep in her bench. She so far has played 8 different players.
And Debbie, with that bench scoring, Long Beach has outscored the Quest 44-21 in the championship series. Trish Stafford part of that bench depth.
And they've doubled them up off the bench. They've gotten to the free throw line a lot more than Columbus. It's the way you play championship-type basketball. Everybody steps up. And Long Beach is making their free throws count when they get there.
Stafford now has 6. She averages 10 points a game during the regular season against the Columbus Quest. That's 4 better than her regular season average. Sanja Tate trying to thread the needle, finds Edwards. Edwards trying to back Griffith in. Tate off the dribble. Rebound, Edwards. Edwards finds room to work.
Great step through on the offensive rebound. Tanya Edwards using her pivot foot. Brian Adler calling for some defense out of his club right here. They need to stop.
Griffith and still going at it on the low blocks. Beverly Williams loses a handle. Quest of basketball.
Mara McHugh can sense the run coming for Columbus. And you can see Mara McHugh barking at Andrea Naj, go after the basketball, go after it.
Smith, strong to the hole, yes! Basket and a foul!
Look how hard Katie Smith goes to the rack. That's a great way for her to loosen things up. Get a good look. She's so tough off the dribble. Andrea Lloyd sets the screen up top, which creates the open space on the rotation. Look how Katie Smith moves the basketball over to her right side, so Yolanda Griffith can't get the block.
Andrea Naj picks up her third personal foul.
Batty on the top of the ball, Smith. Okay? Heads on the friggin' stick. Heads on it,
needs a switch. For God's sakes, call it. Okay? She's slow as molasses. The girl is slow as molasses, okay? Switch on her, okay? Don't give her anything easy on that, okay? You got to talk and you got to switch on that pick, all right? Okay, on passing game right now, when we pass screen away, they're switching on every screen right now, okay? We've got to look in passing game for the skip pass. The skip pass, when the ball's on the wing, all right? Skip pass is open. You got to look for that in the passing game, okay? The other thing is when the ball swings back to the top, you've got to look inside, okay? That's when the inside players are open, okay, on that. Okay, let's go X again, okay? But this time, let's use the first pick this time. But be ready in case they double you. Go hard up and they won't have time to double, okay? And I ain't going to be ready for it.
All right, the words from Mara McHugh. Well, how about Fox Sports News? We are there when you're looking for the stories, all the sports inside and out. Fox Sports News tonight at 10. Check your local listings. A very heated Mara McHugh.
Mara McHugh talking about the defense of her club. She wants them to switch on certain screens. And offensively, she wants them to execute at the other end. Columbus looking to double on the ball screens, and Long Beach has done a great job in this series of staying away from that in their offense.
Katie Smith completes the three-point play. She now has 3. Dana Wilkerson into the game for the Stingrays. Triple teamed is Yolanda Griffith. Wilkerson trying to open it up from the outside. Stafford puts it on the ground, and Trish Stafford is helping the cause big time as she draws the foul.
And Stafford has really stepped up her play in this game, no question about it, but she's making Columbus pay for their gambling trap at the top of the key on the ball screen. Columbus looks to double team. Dana Wilkerson just dribbled really hard through that.
Stafford, the 6'1" forward out of Cal. She was released by the San Jose Lasers and came to play with the expansion Long Beach Stingrays. Stafford now with 7. Tanya Edwards, guarded by Beverly Williams. Edwards, strong to the hole, threads the needle, rebound, Dana Wilkerson. How's that for the 5'6" guard? Stafford tries to go baseline, runs into traffic, and Trish Stafford again draws the foul. So there we see the free throw shooting, Debbie. It may make a difference. It has for the Stingrays down the stretch.
Well, what Trish Stafford is doing is getting by her defender and drawing the help. Valerie Silt's the second foul she's had tonight. Both of them have been on dribble penetration help. When you're going up against Yolanda Griffith and Venus Lacey, you don't want to pick up fouls like that in a help situation because you've got so much effort and concentration on trying to keep the ball away from them and all the bumping and banging that goes on inside.
The bench points for Long Beach, 9-2. All 9 points from Tricia Stafford.
Long Beach trying to pick up their pressure in the full court with Shannon Johnson on the bench, the primary ball handler for Columbus.
Valerie Still guarded by Venus Lacey. Quest trail by 1. Edwards for 3. Still fighting for the rebound, Yolanda Griffith. And we've got a foul. Let's send it over to Heather Cox for a look at what's coming up at the half. Heather?
Thanks, Tracy. Be sure to join us at the half. We'll check in with Teresa Edwards and talk about the shooting woes of both of these teams in the first half. Also, we'll discuss defense with Colorado's Edna Campbell. And as always, Tracy and Debbie discuss the first half of action. All that coming up in less than 2 minutes.
Valerie Still picked up her 3rd personal foul, and it sends Yolanda Griffith to the line. So 3 fouls on the 6'1" center for the Columbus Quest. And more opportunities at the charity stripe for the Stingrays. Eight points, 8 rebounds for Yolanda Griffith. Sanja Tate, the dish to Angie Potoff. Potoff.
Good job by Angie Potoff to get in her vision on the penetration.
Potoff, the three-time All-Big Ten, played at Penn State University. Stafford. Shot clock at 3. Williams fires up the shot. Katie Smith with the rebound. Sanja Tate looking ahead to Edwards. Tate's got speed, and she is fouled.
Sanja Tate kicks it in another gear in full court. In full court situations, just has the ability to stretch that D.
One of the things that fans really marvel at, Debbie, is the quickness of the professional game in women's basketball.
The quickness as it's played in a half-court game, and also the quickness as it's played 94 feet. Sanja Tate is one of those players that comes off the bench, provides spark, a burst of energy.
5'8" guard out of Arkansas State now has 3. We are tied at 21. Columbus has had the lead every halftime rather, of every game of this championship series. Stafford off the dribble, and Stafford gets the roll. She's now in double figures with 11.
She is tough off the bench. Brian Agers has seen enough of Tricia Stafford. He's going to call a timeout.
So rather than Yolanda Griffith and Venus Lacey do the dirty work down low, it's Trish Stafford.
Stafford off the dribble right now. She's getting into the heart of the Columbus defense. It's really breaking them down.
Come on now. All right, we're going to run... post double down. Okay, we're going to run post double down. Now, I want Sanja making the entry. All right, you're making the entry, so you're going to be the point guard. We're going to put Tanya here. Katie, or excuse me. Yeah, Tanya's going to come across Katie the corner. Now look, they may come out and trap, half-court trap. So if you see it, we're in fifth. Now listen, wait a minute. If it's fifth, it's going to be Katie and Andy here, Sanja in the corner. Reverse it, double down for Katie. On 3, 1, 2, 3, Quest.
If there is a game 5 and Columbus wins this game to tie the series, we go on Sunday, game 5 right here at Battelle Hall, Columbus versus Long Beach, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time here on Fox Sports Net.
I think Brian Agler makes a very good point. Look for Long Beach to switch up their D and look for the trap over midcourt.
Trish Stafford almost half her team's points in this first half. Lloyd to Potoff. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Katie Smith for 3. Katie has come alive here. 2 seconds. Wilkerson gonna fire the shot. And for the 4th straight game in this championship series, the Columbus Quest take the lead into the half. Welcome back, Katie Smith for the Columbus Quest. They lead Long Beach at the half by 1.
Winter fun is heating up. It's time to go for the snow.
This is the place to be.
GMC Jimmy. Get into available 4-wheel drive action. Added control with just the push of a button, and Jimmy's deal just got better. Lease Jimmy SLS fully equipped for $299 a month. Let Jimmy help you get through this winter.
This is the place to be.
Go for the snow at your Tri-State GMC dealer. This is the place.
I'm a robot. We robots make your cars, defuse your bombs, clean up your nuclear waste. Now you make us more and more like you. Your work here is done.
Don't miss Robots Rising. Discovery Channel's look at the cutting edge of robot technology. Premiering Sunday at 9 Eastern and Pacific on the Discovery Channel.
Thanks for creating us. Now, get out of the way.
Come to a New Jersey Devils game and you'll get some hot seats. Some hot shots. Even some hot checks. Hot tickets are available now. Come to the Meadowlands box office or call Ticketmaster today and see the Devils play live. Man, it's hot in here.
With a last-second shot by Katie Smith, Columbus takes the 1-point lead into the half. Columbus again has a halftime at the lead, but they have had trouble keeping it in the second half. Joining me again, Teresa Edwards, the four-time Olympian. Just an ugly first half, to be quite honest. A lot of season lows for the league. What are your impressions of the first half?
I really thought both teams were very tight. As I said, they came out really physical to try to steal the momentum, but they ended up being very tight. No one really took over until the second quarter. I thought Tanya Edwards started bringing it on for Columbus. Yolanda Griffith, she's doing everything to keep Long Beach in the game. And as you see at the end, that Katie Smith is really starting to pick up also.
And the one bright spot for Columbus has been their rebounding, especially offensive boards. Does that surprise you?
No, it doesn't, because if Columbus can out-rebound Long Beach, it's going to definitely be a Columbus type of game. They shouldn't, given Venus Lacey and Griffith on the inside, but they've proven all year that they can rebound with any team in the league.
And Teresa, free throws continue to be a story. In this first half, Long Beach has taken almost twice as many free throw attempts as Columbus. What does Columbus have to do in the second half to get to the line?
Well, I think they got to continue to play smart basketball and not let that be a factor, because as a Columbus team that did really well this season, they played really well together. Everybody averages double figures in that starting five all year long. That's what they have to do tonight. It's not about Katie Smith or any one person on that team, and Katie can't feed into that either. What Katie needs to do is do what she has to do for this team to win and give more than just scoring, because that's not what it's all about every game.
What about bench scoring for Long Beach? It was huge in the first half. How important is the bench in a championship series?
Oh, that's what you got to rely on. That's why most coaches want to give most bench players as much experience as they can throughout the season, because when we come time for the playoff, it's really tight. Everybody don't usually stay out of foul trouble during the playoff. I think Stafford has really come off the bench and did really well on the offensive scoring sheet for Long Beach right now.
All right, Teresa, thanks so much for your time. Stay with us, because when we come back, we'll talk to Edna Campbell of the Colorado Explosion. Both of these teams playing great defense. She'll tell us how it's done.
When you watch the ABL, you're watching real basketball. And for real basketball clothing, caps, and balls, you want the goods. The goods are the official gear of the ABL. This means replica jerseys and tearaway pants, t-shirts and sweatshirts, caps and basketballs, flannel boxers, tops, and pants, denim shirts, pullover jackets, and much more. To place an order or get your copy of the goods catalog, call this toll-free number. You'll look great when we get the goods on you.
We are back inside Battelle Hall. The Stingrays lead the series 2-1, but Columbus is up by 1 at the half as the mascots are having a little bit of fun. Hello again, everybody. Heather Cox with you. Defense has been a key component to this entire championship series. Tonight in our Reebok Fast Break, the Colorado Explosion's Edna Campbell tells us the art of stopping the opponents and playing some hustle defense.
I believe that defense is the most important part of basketball. Without playing defense, you can't win any games. As a defensive player, there are a couple things that I concentrate on. The first thing is my spacing. I want to be arm's length away from my opponent. I want to force my opponent in one direction or the other. In this instance, I want to keep my opponent to the right. I want to have my hands up as a distraction. If my opponent tries to go to the middle, I'm going to cut her off and force her back to the outside. Once I force her to the outside, I take her to the baseline. If I force her to the baseline, I've done my job as a defensive player. A drill that I recommend to work on your on-the-ball defense is to have two players on the court, one out on the wing and one on the baseline. The player on the baseline is going to pass the ball to the person on the wing, approach, and keep that person out of the middle. There are two situations you need to be aware of when you're approaching your opponent. The first one is if you approach too high, your opponent is going to penetrate baseline and go to the basket. The second situation is when you approach too low, your opponent is going to penetrate to the middle. Remember and practice these tips, and you'll help your team be more successful.
The Quest defense for 17 Long Beach first half turnovers right now. The ABL championship is up for grabs. This is the ABL finals on Fox Sports Net.
Hey, no, down here. Instead of running out for stamps, shouldn't you be running your business? Imagine a simpler way. Get the personal post office from Pitney Bowes. Send mail without ever going out for stamps. Just weigh, punch in the postage, and voila. Professionally metered mail and no wasted postage. You can also add a personal message to get your mail noticed. And postage refills by phone in 30 seconds, day or night. Now listen up, because here's what you'll get. Besides a lot more time.
You'll get the personal post office and money-saving electronic scale.
So there's no wasted postage.
For a 90-day free trial.
Free is good.
You'll also get the mail marketer software.
Create really nifty direct mail to help your business grow.
Call now for your 90-day free trial, and you'll also get our mail marketer software absolutely free.
Now watch your business grow. Hey, I look good in red.
Call now and get all this for a 90-day free trial.
The personal post office. Mailing made simple.
To break last year's sales record, Nissan must sell 12,000 cars in the Northeast by the end of March. The countdown is on. Right now, we're doing everything to get you into a new Nissan. Get $1,500 cash back and low APR financing on the award-winning Maxima, an IntelliChoice best overall value in its class. Plus, we're making great deals on every model in stock. But there isn't a lot of time to take advantage of this $1,500 cash back offer. The Nissan Countdown event ends March 31st.
Fox Sports News. We are there. Weekend 6 to 8.
We're at halftime of Game 4 of the ABL Championships. The Columbus Quest leading the Long Beach Stingrays by 1. Happy to have you with us, everyone. I'm Tracy Warren along with Debbie Antonelli. Now, Debbie, this first half has been anything but pretty, but the Quest have managed to pick up where they left off with Tanya Edwards leading the charge.
But when you're not shooting the ball well from the floor, you've got to look for other things to do to try to get your team going. One of the ways is getting on the offensive glass. Look at the step through by Tanya Edwards. She has really been the offensive spark plug for Columbus in this first half. Before Long Beach, it's always Yolanda Griffith. This is an out-of-bounds play. This is how tough baskets have been for Long Beach. Columbus doing a great job of defending the interior. And then for Long Beach, when it's tight and when things are tough, you've got to have somebody that comes off the bench, provides a spark. Trisha Stafford burying the tray, but she is really hurting Columbus with a dribble drive.
Both teams having trouble putting the basket in the bucket. Take a look at the field goal shooting. 4 of 22 for the Stingrays. That is an abysmal 18%. Just 27% for the Columbus Quest. We are headed to the second half of Game 4 of the ABL Championships. Coming back to Battelle Hall.
I remember the day he came to our farm just before harvest time. He told me about something that never been done before. How soybeans like mine were now being used for a new kind of cooking oil. Seems the folks who make Crisco had come up with Olean, an oil that fries up snacks without adding any fat or calories, making them taste especially good. And now I see what I'm part of, and it makes me feel good.
Coming soon, new fat-free Olean, a good place to start.
There are hundreds of lawnmowers to choose from, with a broad range of quality features designed to meet your needs.
the ones that have the edge to do the job right have one feature in common: a powerful, high-performance Briggs & Stratton engine. Make sure your lawnmower is powered by Briggs & Stratton, the power in power equipment.
Myrtle Beach Jet Express, #1 to the great golf and family fun of Myrtle Beach. Call 1-800-FUN-TUCSON and fly from Newark from only $79. And now fly from JFK from only $79 with flights operated by TWA. Non-stop to Myrtle Beach from only $79. Myrtle Beach Jet Express, New York's favorite way to fly to Myrtle Beach. Ask about our golf and family vacation packages too. Non-stop from New York to Myrtle Beach from only $79. Only with Myrtle Beach Jet Express. Call 1-800-FUN-TUCSON today.
We're just minutes away from tip-off of the third quarter. Right now, the Columbus Quest up by 1. Maybe a future player in the ABL, or maybe for the Ohio State Buckeyes. Hello again, everybody. Heather Cox, joined by Vice President of Player Personnel, Tracy Williams, for the ABL. Now, it's never too early to look ahead for the 98 season. How do you go about the draft and the combines, and what's coming up for the ABL in the off-season?
Well, our player combine is April 22nd through the 26th in San Francisco. The combine is an invitation-only tryout.
Now, what about for players that don't quite know? Can they go to combines of both professional leagues?
Ideally, the ABL would like for them to go to both, but I understand that the WNBA has them signing a contract. Therefore, they would have all of their rights. So technically, no, they could not go to both.
All right, with the NCAA tournament starting tonight for the women's side, any hot prospects that you'll be scouting during the tournament?
Definitely. All of our coaches will be too.
All right, well, we'll look forward to seeing what happens next season. And just a reminder, the dates, the combine in San Francisco, April 22nd through 26th. The draft taking place on May 4th. Well, we're ready to start the second half right now. Let's join Tracy Warren and Debbie Antonelli.
Battelle Hall is their house for the Columbus Quest. They are tough in Battelle Hall. The Columbus Quest with a 22-game home win streak. And here at Battelle Hall, they have outscored their opponents during the regular season by an average of 20 points per game. Leading scorers for the first half of Game 4 of this ABL Championship Series, Stafford leading the way with 11 points for the Long Beach Stingrays. And it is Tanya Edwards getting it done for the Quest.
And what you don't see on that graphic is the fact that Venus Lacey and Clarissa Davis have not scored for Long Beach.
Andrea Naj loses the handle. Quest basketball. Debbie, the adjustments perhaps that both teams want to make at halftime.
I think both teams just need to be more patient in their offense, get the high percentage look. Tanya Edwards is very good on the baseline on the turnaround. Brian Adler knows that. He gets her the basketball in a situation where she can score. Long Beach needs to do the same thing. They are so potent in the high-low game with Venus Lacey at the top and Yolanda down on the blocks.
We've got a whistle away from the basketball. Foul is on Andrea Naj, her 4th personal foul.
Both point guards having trouble with fouls. Shannon Johnson's got 3 for Columbus. Now Mara McHugh's going to elect to leave Andrea Naj in the basketball game.
And Andrea Naj is having her troubles on both ends of the floor. In the regular season, Naj averaging 7 points per game. In the championship series, just about 2 points per game. She is defending Shannon Johnson. And Shannon Johnson off the mark. Rebound, Andrea Naj. Williams looking for Griffith in the low post.
See, I want Beverly Williams to take the ball all the way to the baseline like that. Flatten out the D, open up the high post area.
Lacey looking for her first field goal of the game. Shannon Johnson with the rebound. She's got that great foot speed. Johnson, her first field goal of the game.
There is nobody in the league that punch dribbles down the floor like Shannon Johnson. Shoulders forward, she is just firing down the basketball floor.
Made the ABL All-Star team for the first time this year. And the wrestling match in the paint between Valerie Still and Yolanda Griffith. And once again, tempers are high between these two teams.
Check out the dribble, the foot speed, the quickness, and the hesitation. Andrea Naj can't commit that foul there. That would be number 5 for her.
Foul is on Yolanda Griffith, her 2nd personal foul. And with the Johnson bucket and the Griffith foul, The crowd here at Patel Hall is fired up.
Okay, this is a critical time in the game now. Okay, we need a defensive stop, all right? And we got to start playing some ball on the offensive end. Okay, we're going to go shell on offense with Yo inside. Okay, we got Chloe, we got Trish, we got you guys outside. We need a stop. Let's go. No hanger, let's go. Come on, play back.
This is the time right here where Long Beach has got to get a stop. They're going to run 4 out, 1 in. They're going to ISO Yo down on the block, and they're going to try to get a bucket. It's crucial at this juncture that Long Beach gets a good look offensively. Now watch this basket, or watch the action off the ball. Yolanda Griffith and Valerie Still. I think this thing is heating up a little bit.
Valerie Still known to say a few words to her opponents in the course of a game. Johnson off her foot. Good defense by the Long Beach Stingrays.
Now that's the stop that Maura McHugh talked about. Columbus has got to be challenged right here to not let Long Beach get back in it and get a good look. Watch for Valerie Still guarding Yolanda Griffith down the block. There's the 4 out and the 1 in.
Clarissa Davis Wrightsil for 3. She has yet to score a point. Williams thought about it. Andrea Naj for 3. Rebound. Griffith puts it on the floor, and she is fouled.
Yolanda Griffith just looked at Andrea Naj and said, give me the ball. She wants the ball right now down on the low post. I'd say they better give it to her.
Meanwhile, Valerie Still picks up her 4th personal foul. Can anyone besides Valerie Still guard the size of both Yolanda Griffith and Venus Lacey for the Quest?
Well, that's a tough challenge for Columbus, and it's important that Valerie Still doesn't get into foul trouble. She knows that coming into the game, but now Andrea Lloyd will take the matchup on Yolanda Griffith.
Andrea Lloyd at 6'2", guarding the 6'4" Griffith, and a jump ball situation with Tanya Edwards, Beverly Williams. Possession arrow going to go with the Columbus Quest. Yolanda Griffith, the #1 draft pick of the ABL. Tracy Williams talked about combines, talked about drafts. Yolanda Griffith was the #1 draft of the ABL last year. The player the Stingrays built their franchise around.
Not a bad player to build it around. She got all the tools. You talk about state-of-the-art kind of players, that's Yolanda Griffith. She does it all.
And a whistle away from the basket. Foul is going to go on Clarissa Davis Wrightsil, her 2nd personal foul. We'll see if Katie Smith picks up where she left off at the end of the first half.
Yolanda Griffith is hedging on everything. Columbus needs some ball fakes. You know she led the league in steals, and she's gambling for every pass.
Tanya Edwards before the shot. A whistle against Beverly Williams. And she'll pick up her 2nd personal foul.
Now you can see Columbus starting to get into their passing game, starting to get into a flow offensively. Brian Adler's gotten his team to get slower at the offensive end and execute. They're setting screens. They're looking to set up their player. They're doing a great job of coming off the screens hard to receive the basketball.
Lloyd throws it away. Davis Wrightsil looking for help. Gonna take it herself. Offensive foul. Clarissa Davis Wrightsil.
There's the bench impact for Columbus. Sanja Tate getting down the floor, drawing the charge.
Brian Agler said something is going to happen in this game. Somebody's going to step up and make a big play. The tide is going to turn, and somebody needs to lead the charge. And so far, it's been Tanya Edwards leading the charge offensively with 11 points. Edwards, guarded by Beverly Williams. Shannon Johnson for 3. Big rebound, Yolanda Griffith. The 11th rebound for the 6'4" center out of Chicago, Illinois. Stafford off the mark. Griffith double team. Kicks it out to Nisa Johnson. Stafford Stafford with the rebound, has it stripped by Katie Smith, but a jump ball situation.
When the ball is on the strong side, you can see Columbus sagging all the way in the lane at the rim. And Long Beach does the right thing. They throw the ball reversal. They're going to get a good look if they're patient and execute.
Stafford in traffic.
Look how hard the Columbus post players work the front and Yolanda Griffith down low.
Sanja Tate with the rebound, and Sanja Tate is fouled by Yolanda Griffith.
And that's the kind of foul that Yolanda Griffith doesn't need to pick up. She's 90 feet away from the basket at the other end. She's gambling and going for steals on everything. She needs to sprint back down the floor and now pressure the ball. Let the guards pressure the ball and let her get down the floor and pick up her defensive assignment.
On Friday the 13th, Long Beach shooting woes, 13%. Katie Smith, crossover dribble, hard to the hole.
Columbus is being the aggressor with the basketball.
Beverly Williams tries to answer. And here comes the quest charge. Shannon Johnson, yes!
Long Beach needs to settle. They need to slow it down. They're getting caught up in the pace that Columbus wants them to play quickly at the offensive end. There's the ball reversal. It's wide open. Naj has got to knock that down.
Sanja Tate, she's got a 2-on-1. Tate to Johnson, the kiss off the glass.
Laura McHugh's got no choice. She's got to call a timeout. Her club is getting out of control right now and caught up in the way Columbus wants them to play tempo-wise. Look at Sanja Tate coming right at you. Draws the help, dishes to Shannon Johnson, and she finishes off the glass. Big basket by Columbus. There's a little bumping going on. Oh, it's tough out there now. It is getting tougher and tougher. You've got to be mentally strong to play in this basketball series.
They are fired up in Battelle Hall. The Quest are on top.
I think for real, I don't think she's taking this off. I think she's going for it.
Sylvia Crawley, this is history in the making. The first ever women's professional basketball dunk, and she's doing it blindfolded.
After a loss, you swear that life can't get any worse. Then you go to practice the next day.
Charlestown Register tomorrow. They won't say the team missed the winning shot. They won't say the team made the winning shot. Just hope they spell your name right.
Your lawn will go through a lot this year, but Lawn Doctor can keep it lush and healthy. For $29.95 or less per service, you get the great lawn you want at the price you'll love. Call Lawn Doctor. Nobody does it better.
This week on Going Deep, it's East Coast versus West Coast as Sam Marciano and Kevin Frazier look at the NBA's star power.
More stars is better, even if they suck.
Going Deep, Sunday at 9 on Fox Sports New York.
The quarter scores for Game 4 of this ABL Championship Series. Columbus in quarter 3, 10-0. They've outscored the Stingrays And Shannon Johnson and Andrea Naj are turning up the heat at the point guard spot.
Here's the Shannon Johnson bucket. Then you're going to see the bump. And Andrea Naj is going to be called for the intentional foul right there. Smack to the head. That gives her 5. And that's a big foul.
And Andrea Naj, 5th personal foul, puts her on the bench. She averages about 7 points per game in the regular season. Scoreless tonight, and it's going to send Shannon Johnson to the charity stripe.
That gives Columbus possession of the basketball back. That's big for Columbus, and that really hurts Long Beach. Not a timely way to get an intentional foul.
You and I talked with Venus Lacey before the game. She said, yes, we're very emotional, but we want to match their emotion playing basketball, not throwing fists. We've got to be aggressive on the court.
Well, that's absolutely true. They've got to continue to be aggressive. Tricia Stafford has certainly shown that she's come ready to play today for Long Beach.
So as you mentioned, Debbie, Columbus will inbound the basketball. They lead by 13, their biggest lead this game.
Well, they got the layup, and then they got the free throw. This is a big play right here for Long Beach. They've got to get a defensive stop to get some momentum back.
Tate driving down the lane, draws 3 defenders.
Venus Lacey's got to start to come on track here offensively. They've got to look to get her the basketball in a low block.
Valerie still on the bench in foul trouble for the Quest.
See, I think right now Long Beach is relying too much on the perimeter jumper. And the long rebound gives Columbus a transition basket the other way. Marvin Hughes got to get her club to be patient and attack from the baseline out. They've not established Venus Lacey nor Yolanda Griffith in the offense on the blocks.
Lacey seals inside, is clobbered by Andrea Lloyd.
That is what I'm looking for and what I'm talking about. Long Beach has got to get the ball down low to Venus Lacey. Now off the long rebound, Columbus is on the fly. Uncontested easy layups are not a given in this basketball game. They are tough to come by. And look at Venus Lacey's line. No points and only 3 rebounds. But that's partly her teammates' fault for not getting her the basketball in the offense where she can do some damage.
Venus Lacey shooting 96% in the postseason from the charity stripe. And in the regular season, just 72%. So she knows how to turn it up. She gets 2 there. The first 2 points for Venus Lacey in Game 4. Johnson, the quick first step to the hole.
Great ball reversal. Now Columbus is playing their speed, their tempo. They're dictating it at both ends of the floor.
Stafford off the dribble, and Stafford is fouled by Katie Smith. Just the 2nd personal foul for the 5'11" guard out of Ohio State. And Debbie, a remarkable run by the Columbus Quest with Valerie still in foul trouble. 4 personal fouls. It's Shannon Johnson and Tanya Edwards getting it done.
But Shannon Johnson and Sanja Tate on the defensive end that are creating all the havoc for Long Beach.
Stafford for 3.
That's not a good look. That is not a good look. 20 seconds on the shot clock.
Off the hands of the Columbus Quest, although many fans say it went off of Trish Stafford's hands. And here comes the Stingrays. Lisa Johnson, scoreless in this game after double-figure scoring in both games 2 and 3. Stafford is going to do the blue-collar work underneath, And Stafford is fouled by Tanya Edwards.
Stafford got herself into a position on the floor offensively where she could back Tanya Edwards down inside. Stafford's got a good 3 inches on Edwards. You can definitely see Tricia Stafford playing kind of inspired basketball here in this game, coming off the bench trying to prove what she can do.
Stafford's got 12 points in this game. That is double her regular season average of 6 points per game.
She averaged 11 points a game last year in San Jose. So you know she can score in this league.
Beverly Williams checks back into the game for the Long Beach Stingrays. She has just 4 points so far in this game after scoring 10 points in game 3.
Long Beach setting up the half-court trap. Maura McHugh trying to change it up defensively.
Katie Smith, she can handle the basketball.
Columbus wants to keep the ball in the middle of the floor.
Shot clock at 7. They call her ice. In and out, rebound, Andrea Lloyd, and the putback.
If you don't get the trap solid on the first wave, Columbus can attack the basket so quickly and get an offensive rebounding position. It's a tough defense for Long Beach to recover to protect the glass.
How's that for using the glass by Nisa Johnson? Her first field goal of the game and Long Beach's first field goal of the quarter. Edwards from 15 feet. 13 points now for the 5'10 guard out of Flint, Michigan. Her mom has come to every championship game. Today is her birthday. It is Friday the 13th, and Tanya Edwards has 13 points for the Columbus Quest. Field goal shooting this quarter, Long Beach still very, very cold as they play here in the Midwest. Johnson gets the roll. So very quickly, Nisa Johnson has the first 2 field goals of the quarter for the Stingrays. Edwards. And a push foul by Dana Wilkerson. It is Wilkerson's second personal foul.
Well, take a look right here at Katie Smith playing on the high side of Venus Lacey. On the dribble penetration, Venus pins and seals Katie, doesn't allow her to get to the baseline to help. That's why dribble penetration and containing dribble penetration is so important for Columbus. Do not allow Long Beach to get to the middle of the floor and take the baseline.
Shannon Johnson, some halftime speech Brian Agler must have given her. 0 points in the first half, 13 points in the second.
Well, Shannon Johnson can be absolutely explosive at the offensive end. Last year she led the league in three-point field goal percentage. This year she doesn't take the 3 as much.
Johnson tied a team-high 15 points in game 3. She's got 14 tonight. Lacey on the feed by Yolanda Griffin.
That's the high-low look that Long Beach needs to go to. That's their bread and butter right there. That's what makes them tick at the offensive end. They've got to show some patience and go to it.
Edwards has got plenty of room. Nisa Johnson the rebound. She'll push it ahead to Wilkerson. The lefty is fouled by Andrea Lloyd.
We've been talking about getting Venus Lacey the ball out of the high-low look, whether she's at the high post area or down low. Look at the triangle that Long Beach runs. They get the ball to the high post. Venus pins, seals, turns, calls for the ball, and when she catches it 2 feet from the bucket, you cannot stop that.
And how is this for bench scoring for Long Beach as Dana Wilkerson is on the line? The Stingray bench has outscored their starters 17-16.
Put that on Tricia Stafford and Nisa Johnson.
And as Andrea Lloyd picked up her 4th personal foul, Venus Lacey is going to in last game for charging an official, but there's no call here against Lacey in this situation.
Just a lane violation.
Johnson goes airborne, offensive foul.
Venus Lacey steps in and draws the charge on the help. That's what you call moving your feet. This is out of control. Shannon Johnson needs to pull up. Lacey cuts in. Good call by the official. Venus Lacey, get it done at both ends of the floor right now. She's the player that's got to put this team on her shoulders as well as Yolanda Griffith and bring them back.
Wilkerson, she's got that great speed. Stafford for three. Boy, this is probably more three-pointers than she has taken all season long. Finds Lacey, threads the needle. Yolanda Griffith rebound, put back, and she is fouled.
Long Beach is answering the run. Mara McHugh tells her team, we've got to be patient. We can throw over the top of this defense. We can attack them. We know this team so well. We know where they're vulnerable.
And Griffith completes the three-point play. Foul was on Latina Davis, her first personal foul. Both teams are in the bonus as Sonja Tate checks into the game. And she will spell Tanya Edwards. Just over a minute to go in the third quarter of Game 4 of the ABL Championships. Should the Columbus Quest hold on to win, we're going to a Game 5. Sunday night, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, here on Fox Sports Net.
There's the trap of Long Beach in the half-court situation. Then they fall back and match up.
Johnson, runner.
Against a half-court trap, you want to keep the ball in the middle of the floor, and you want to be aggressive in attacking the basket. Columbus gets a chance to make 5 passes in that possession and finds a good look.
A team-high 16 for Shannon Johnson.
All in this quarter.
Turnover. Johnson finds Katie Smith.
Long Beach looking for one right here.
Wilkerson finds Griffith. It has been quite a third quarter run for the Columbus Quest, thanks to Shannon Johnson. 16 third quarter points for the 5'8" guard out of the University of South Carolina. And as we move to the fourth, the Columbus Quest with the heady lead, 50-38.
If you're considering natural hair restoration, remember, choosing the right medical group is the most important decision you'll have to make. Bosley Medical Doctors have performed over 100,000 hair restoration procedures, more than any other group in the world.
We've developed these new ultrafine microtechnologies. That means we can do up to 1,000 or 1,200 micrographs at a time. This makes a much more natural and unobtrusive appearance with our final result.
Before you make a permanent decision about your hair, you owe it to yourself to get all the facts. Simply call the number on your screen for your free copy of the Bosley Consumer Guide to Hair Restoration. It's filled with vital information about Dr. Bosley's advanced micrograft and male pattern baldness reduction techniques. Call the number on your screen now for your free information. Then schedule your free private consultation with a Bosley medical doctor. Now, for the first time, you can see how you could look after hair restoration with the exclusive new digital imaging system at the Bosley Institute. This new imaging technology can show you a visual simulation of how the advanced Bosley micrograft procedures could restore your hair and help you regain the most natural, youthful appearance possible.
Now with our new BMG digital imaging system, you can see how you yourself could actually look after we've restored your hair. And here you are before and after.
Simply call the number on your screen now for your private consultation with a Bosley medical doctor, and you will receive this digital imaging session absolutely free, so you can make the most informed decision possible. Today, there are over 37 locations conveniently located throughout the United States and Canada, helping men from all 50 states and more than 60 foreign countries. There's a Bosley Medical Institute near you. So call now and find out for yourself how these remarkable procedures can give you a new head of hair and a whole new outlook on life.
Game 4 of the ABL Championships. The Columbus Quest trying to extend this series to 5 games. Neck and neck up until the third quarter, then a 10-0 run by the Columbus Quest, and Teresa Edwards. Shannon Johnson has really been the spark plug for this Columbus team.
Shannon has really taken off. She's been a leader for them all year. If Long Beach allowed themselves to take quick shots and take the long shots, Shannon's going to be out on the break every time, and that's what's happened. She's come up with a lot of layups. She is a leader for the Columbus team, and she's come through big time right now.
All right, Shannon Johnson held scoreless in the first half, 16 points now.
Heather, thanks very much. Teresa Edwards knows a little something about playing against Shannon Johnson. Edwards playing for the Atlanta Glory and going head-to-head with Shannon Johnson. Debbie, you say Johnson, one of the most athletic and perhaps one of the most underrated point guards in this league.
Well, I think when you poll the point guards in this league and you ask them about who is the player that is the most underrated, Debbie Black several times says, you know, Shannon Johnson doesn't get enough credit for the way she runs this Columbus team. But 94 feet of defense, I don't think anybody guards on the ball better than Shannon Johnson in this league.
Katie Smith now with a dozen points.
Casey Jones called him the best defender in the league. He knows something about defense.
Lisa Johnson strong to the hole, and she is fouled. 4 times the Columbus Quest and the Long Beach Stingrays faced each other in the regular season. 4 times the Quest won by an average of 23 points. The Long Beach Stingrays said they didn't take us seriously in the postseason. We wanted to come out strong. It was important we don't dig ourselves into a hole. And Debbie, you take a look at the score right now. They're in a hole.
Well, it's not anything that Long Beach cannot fix at this juncture in the game. 9 minutes is plenty of time. What Long Beach needs to do is be patient. It sounds like a broken record, but I know Maura McHugh has emphasized with her team how important spacing and timing and taking care of the ball is against this Columbus team. And like Teresa Edwards said, Long Beach has taken too many perimeter jumpers in the third quarter that led to long rebounds and Columbus transitioning the other way. Get the ball inside to Yolanda Griffith and Venus Lacey and give them a chance to go to work for you offensively. They have not had enough touches for Long Beach.
Smith goes airborne. Valerie still back into the game for the Columbus Quest, still playing with 4 personal fouls. Griffith going right at Still, and Tracy Thirdgill goes to the ground, but they're going to call that on Valerie Still. Her 5th personal foul.
Well, it doesn't take Brian Agler long to make a decision on this one. I'm sorry, I just don't see any foul there. Tracy Thirdgill didn't foul, and Valerie Still certainly did, and that gives her 5, and she's got to take a seat. Brian Agler will probably hope that he can keep this margin and let about 4 minutes tick off the clock before he wants to get Valerie Still back in the game, unless the tide turns the other way.
Rookie Angie Potoff back into the game to take Still's spot. She is guarded by Venus Lacey. Smith loses a hand on it. Here comes Trish Stafford. Stafford gives a look, left-handed layup.
Trisha Stafford has stepped it up big time. 15 points for Stafford off the bench.
And she has closed the Quest lead to 10 points. Tanya Edwards says, nobody's going to guard me. I'm going to go to the hole. Johnson's going to pull it back out. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Shannon Johnson loses the handle. Jump ball situation, possession arrow, Stingrays.
That's why point guard play is so important in this league for taking care of the ball with the shot clock running down. Look at Stafford taking it all the way with the left. Maura McHugh said, hey, Trisha, where you been all year? Trisha said, give me waste of time. I'll show you what I got.
She was released by the San Jose Lasers and said, I want to make an impact in the ABL. She's doing it here.
There you go.
Lacey with the seal inside.
That's exactly what Long Beach needs to do. Columbus has got to get more pressure on the basketball. Good timeout by Brian Agler. You've got to pressure the ball on the perimeter and not let those perimeter players be able to just dump it inside to Venus Lacey.
We've got a break in the action. 7:32 left to go in the game. West lead 52-44.
Hey, Edna, you there?
I'm here, Spencer. How you doing?
I'm great. Hey, have you played in the dime with DMX?
I have, and it's great.
Can you feel that air moving, cushioning, stabilizing your feet?
Yeah, especially when I'm getting ready to steal the ball, and I have to be up on my toes and anticipate and ready to go in any direction. I feel it.
That air is there when you need it.
Definitely. The shoe feels comfortable.
Wait a minute. It's called the dime. It's my shoe.
Let's see what you've got. Bring it on.
I'm bringing it. Come on, Spence. You drive.
We can take my truck.
Most of us pay a lot of attention to our physical selves. But the truth is, if we want to enjoy every stage of our lives, we need to pay attention to our fiscal selves, too. At the Phoenix, our fiscal fitness program can help you put together the right combination of insurance and investments to stay in good financial shape for a lifetime. Phoenix, insurance and investments.
This is for Coach Brannigan, who kept me in that game, and for all the kids who voted for me. For my family, who said there isn't anything I can't do. And for myself, who believes
me. Well, there was one year where I almost lost the entire backyard to crabgrass, and I vowed that would never happen again. The following year, I did use Turf Builder plus Halts. It not only got rid of the crabgrass, but it also greened up the lawn and thickened it. I used the cheaper brands, but I didn't have the color that I wanted, and I did have the weeds. Look how thick it is. Look at the color of it. There are no weeds. I take the credit instead of Scott's. I call it Louis Lawn. I'm very proud of the results that I get from Scott's. And there will be no crabgrass.
Fourth quarter, Columbus leading by 8.
Check out the bread and butter play for Long Beach. Nisa Johnson feeds the post. That pass is telegraphed. Look at the white jersey surrounding Venus Lacey. But she's 6'4", and she's a huge target when she calls for the ball. That is what Long Beach needs to do to get back in this thing.
Shooting by quarters for both teams. Long Beach, ironically enough, 26% is the best that they could do. That in the third quarter. Columbus, how is that for heating up as we move on into the fourth quarter? 64% in quarter 3.
Well, when you get layups and you get it because of your defense, your percentage is going to be 64. Columbus is doing it with their D.
Johnson quickly to the hole, feeds Katie Smith. The two-time ABL All-Star now with 14 points. That's 3 below her regular season average. Still back in the game with 5 fouls, and Nisa Johnson knocks it down.
And that's just as important to keep Columbus honest. They're really sagging in the paint. They've got 5 white jerseys with a foot in the lane, and Johnson can knock down that perimeter shot. It shakes it up a little.
Debbie, what about Valerie still being in the game with 5 fouls?
Well, they've got to go to her offensively while they can use her on the floor, but look for Long Beach to try to exploit that and take it inside.
Nisa Johnson, 2-on-1 to Beverly Williams, who uses the glass. The first field goal of this half for Beverly Williams, the 5'9" guard out of the University of Texas.
In this league, particularly in this series, you can never count anybody out. There's too much offensive talent on both ends of the floor. Long Beach is battling back, doing what they've done all year, getting the ball inside.
And a reaching foul off the basketball. Foul is going to go against Trish Stafford, her first personal foul. Sanja Tate checks back into the game for Shannon Johnson. Check that for Katie Smith. And what's the thought there, Debbie, with Katie Smith now getting hot with 14, you bring her out of the game?
I think Brian Agler just wants to give her a minute, give her a chance to get a blow, and then get back in.
Andrea Lloyd, an 80% free throw shooter, has averaged the most minutes of the Quest in this championship series coming into tonight's game. More than 36 minutes per game.
Four out, one in is the call. There's the ISO.
Lacey gets the steal. Good defense by Andrea Lloyd. Tate, crossover dribble, loses a handle, and it's going to stay with the Columbus Quest. Brian Agler telling Sanja Tate, calm it down.
Coming off of game 1 and 2, Brian Agler said we've got to make a change. We've got to help post to post. Valerie still fronts. Andrea Lloyd comes over and gets the deflection, and Columbus gets the ball going the other way.
Tanya Edwards for three. Game 4 of the ABL Championships. Tracy Warren along with Debbie Antonelli, Heather Cox, and Teresa Edwards.
Look at the pressure on the ball by Columbus, and it results in a turnover.
Tate, she's got a 2-on-1. Johnson to Tate. Tate has it tipped and can't finish. It was knocked out of bounds by the Quest, and it's going to be Stingray basketball.
Tell you what, you gotta love it now. It's crunch time. These players are stepping up. Every possession of the basketball is critical. Look at Tricia Stafford. She's even playing out of her role, bringing the ball up the floor. These are the kinds of moments where good players become great because they step up their play.
Lacey with the seal. The Olympian is fouled. Foul is going to go against Andrea Lloyd. Her 5th personal foul. So now, Debbie, not only is Valerie still in foul trouble, Andrea Lloyd just picks up her 5th personal foul.
Well, Andrea Lloyd is saying, if you can just feel my pain, you cannot believe how tough it is to go against Venus Lacey and Yolanda Griffith down on the blocks. I mean, that is hard work. You're going to feel it the next morning. And Venus Lacey at 6'4", she's got size, she's got body mass, and she's got strength down low. And she's got soft hands. Check out this shooting touch.
You saw the numbers on Venus Lacey from the charity stripe. Now, if the Columbus Quest should hold on and win this game, we will have a Game 5 Sunday night, 7 o'clock, right here in Columbus, Ohio. Check your local listings on Fox Sports Net. Valerie still with the rebound.
Now look at all the jerseys pressuring the basketball off the glass. Columbus needs to look to exploit Long Beach, particularly when it's Venus Lacey putting the pressure on the rebounder.
Smith. Tanya Edwards. She was hot in the early going. Edwards with the shot clock at 1. And here comes the Stingrays. Trying to cut into that 7-point Quest lead.
Too quick. That shot is too quick. Yolanda Griffith wasn't even down the floor yet.
Johnson against Johnston. This is Shannon who wins this battle. 18 points for the 5'8" guard out of the University of South Carolina.
Patience.
Williams has none of that, but draws the foul.
Bev Williams is so good off the dribble. Take a look at Shannon Johnson. Gets Nisa Johnson on her heels. Drives her right underneath the basket, then pulls up. Now that's smart play right there offensively. Look at the hesitation, the crossover. She doesn't go out of control. She pulls up and drops it in.
Tanya Edwards comes out of the game. Edwards had picked up her 4th personal foul to send Beverly Williams to the line.
Columbus has done a much better job on Beverly Williams in this game, trying to keep her out of the middle of the floor. She has been killing Columbus in the heart of their defense because she's so quick. back off the dribble.
Williams knocks down 2. She has led her team in scoring in this championship series at better than 14 points per game. She's got 8 tonight. Still strong to the hole.
Off the dribble, Valerie still knows that Venus Lacey can't check her out on the perimeter, and she takes her to the hole.
That is her first field goal this half. The crowd of better than 5,800 are on their feet here at Patel Hall. A steal by Sanja Tate. Tate's got a 2-on-1, and Shannon Johnson very alert. He's going to pull it out.
Very smart. There's some discipline right there by Columbus. Use some ticks off the clock.
Lloyd dishes to Tate. Back out to Still. She's got range.
Great ball movement by Columbus.
Brian Agler said, when we start hitting our shots, look out. And Long Beach wants a timeout. Game 4, 3 minutes left to go. The Quest trying to hold on.
Property owners, if you want to clear overgrown areas, you could struggle with a shaky sickle bar mower like this, or with a handheld brush cutter like this. Or instead, you could cut tall grass and weeds, brambles, sumac, even hardwood saplings up to 1 inch thick with the amazing DR Field and Brush Mower. The Field and Brush Mower chops most everything it cuts. There's no tangled brush to trip over or to pick up. And those big self-propelled wheels roll right through ditches, over bumps, and logs with ease. The DR is not for your lawn, but what a job it does with meadows, roadsides, fence lines, walking paths, and woodlots. You can clear and maintain them all with the DR. Every few weeks, once a season, whenever you want. Call toll-free 1-800-258-6200 for your big free package all about the amazing DR Field and Brush Mower. That's 1-800-258-6200 for free DR details.
We are back. The Quest up 62-51 as they try to defend their ABL championship. We talked about that game 4 magic for Katie Smith, and boy, is it working. She has ignited this squad, playing her best game of the series with 14 points. She helped ignite the 10-0 run in the third half. Plus, it's the intangible. She is igniting this crowd right now.
About that, Heather. There's no question there. And look at the unforced turnover by Long Beach. It's because they're playing in this frenetic pace. They're caught up in it. The crowd is playing a major factor right now as well for Columbus.
It was last year that the Columbus Quest came back from 2 games to 1 to beat the then Richmond Rage. Smith has it blocked, and Smith is fouled. Well, just as Heather Cox talked about, Katie Smith erupted for 25 points in Game 4 in the 1997 Championship Series, and Katie Smith has taken control tonight as she goes to the line.
Well, Katie Smith has just kept her head in it in this game. She stayed out of foul trouble. She's played smart basketball, and she's done the little things. She got back to doing the dirty work, setting the screens, giving up her body, getting to the glass, and she is so strong off the dribble. Her shot would come. We talked to her before the game. She said, I know it's there. It's nothing mechanical. I'm doing everything right. I'm just not getting them to fall down. But I've got to stay confident. I've got to continue to play because my team needs me, and she's done that here in this game.
Andrea Naj back into the game for the Stingrays. Stafford guarded by Smith. Still doesn't want to pick up that 6th foul. Either does Lloyd. Both playing with 5. Lacey looking for Griffith. Shot clock at 15. The shot clock is at 5. Katie Smith tries to thread the needle to Shannon Johnson, who calls timeout with 1 second on the shot clock. The Quest hoping to hold on and force a game 5 on Sunday.
What do women look for in a man?
A guy who sends me flowers for no reason at all. At work. Yeah.
A man who knows what a woman wants.
A guy who watches football with the sound off.
A man who reads Men's Health, America's #1 men's magazine. From cover to cover, Men's Health gives you inside information to get the edge you need and keep it.
A guy who can, well, you know. Yeah, I know.
Sculpt amazing abs. Beat stress before it beats you. Learn which vitamins men need for maximum energy and what women wish men knew about sex. Call now for your free trial issue. Keep it and get 1 year of Men's Health for only $19.97. You'll also get our Peak Performance gift set free, featuring quick and healthy cooking for men, 100 ways to burn fat faster, and the guide to ultimate intimacy.
A man who knows just how to touch.
Get the edge. Order the magazine the others want to be. Men's Health, the magazine men live by. Call now.
A slow 5-minute kiss, Joey.
Columbus leading by 13 in Game 4 of the ABL Championship Series, and no wonder why they had a smile on their face when they were coming back home to Battelle Hall. They are 45-3 all-time here in Columbus, Ohio, and they are riding a 23-game winning streak.
Long Beach does not want to foul here. They just want to contest. You can see some conversation going on inside the little lineup there. Officials getting involved.
Clarissa Davis-Wrightsell in the midst of it, along with Katie Smith, pumping and moving. This is even before the ball's in play. Under 2 minutes to go here. 1 second on the shot clock. Quest need a quick hitter, and we've got a foul. And that foul is going to go against Katie Smith, her third.
Take a look on Katie Smith right here underneath. She's holding, trying to make the cut. Well, so is Clarissa Davis. They're both holding right there.
Debbie, how much baiting goes on out there?
There's a lot of chatter going on. These two teams have developed quite a rivalry. I mean, they know each other so well, and it's because they're so competitive. They're competitive as individuals, and you put them together collectively, and they are a strong-willed group. Both teams, they both want to win.
Clarissa Davis-Wrightsell, who was averaging double-figure scoring in this series, just picked up her first point of Game 4. If we have a Game 5 Sunday night here at Battelle Hall, 7 o'clock on Fox Sports Net. Substitution, Tanya Edwards checks back into the game for Sanja Tate, and Dana Wilkerson checks in for Nisa Johnson. Brian Agler said, let's take one game at a time. We need to get this one tonight to force a Game 5, and then the momentum has shifted back to our side.
You got to stay alive. That's what it's all about. Long Beach looking to get some full court trapping going. Looking to foul, commit the foul. And playing the mathematics right now. Trying to play possession basketball.
And Dana Wilkerson telling the official that Katie Smith threw an elbow, although Katie Smith just trying to clear her path. Smith is the person that the Quest want to see on the line. She is second in the ABL in free throw shooting at 89%.
And I was just going to mention the fact, going back to Game 3, after Venus Lacey picked up the technical, and although Katie was in a shooting slump, she is the best free throw shooter that Columbus has. Brian Agler showed confidence, put Katie to the line, let her shoot the technicals, and that was the turning point mentally for Katie Smith, because then she started to get free, her shot started to go down, and that has carried over into Game 4. here's the other thing, Tracy. This is Katie Smith's town right here. I mean, these people in this building grew up, or watched Katie grow up as a player at Ohio State, right down the street.
18 points now for Smith. Stafford trying to work hard in there. Can't get it to go. And the Quest look to extend their 13-point lead.
Columbus just wants to move the ball. They don't want to get fouled. Long Beach looking to contest. Not trying to commit the fouls here.
9 seconds on the shot clock. Still going to take it to the hole. Fowler free. Still now in double figures with 10. And we are going to have a Game 5 here at Patel Hall. Sunday night, Game 5 of the ABL Championships. The Stingrays had taken a 2-0 lead in this best-of-5 series, and Columbus has fought their way back to tie the series at 2 games apiece.
Isn't it fitting how these two teams that have just fought it out and clubbed it out each possession would get to a 5th game? You just got to be mentally tough to play in this league, besides being talented.
And that is going to do it for the Columbus Quest. Friday the 13th is lucky for Columbus. We will have a Game 5 in the ABL Championship for the 2nd consecutive year. The Columbus Quest have held on to even the series at 2 games apiece, beating the Long Beach Stingrays 68 to 53.
When you watch the ABL, you're watching real basketball. And for real basketball clothing, caps, and balls, you want the goods. The goods are the official gear of the ABL. This means replica jerseys and tearaway pants, t-shirts and sweatshirts, caps and basketballs, flannel boxers, tops, and pants, denim shirts, pullover jackets, and much more. To place an order or get your copy of the goods catalog, call this toll-free number. You'll look great when we get the goods on you.
Come to a New Jersey Devils game and you'll get some hot seats. Some hot shots. Even some hot checks. Hot tickets are available now. Come to the Meadowlands box office or call Ticketmaster today and see the Devils play live. Man, it's hot in here.
The ABL Game of the Week is brought to you by Phoenix, the official insurance and investment advisor to the ABL. Phoenix is dedicated to helping individuals and businesses develop a Phoenix physical fitness program for every stage of their lives. And by Reebok, proud sponsor to the ABL in its 2nd season.
The Columbus Quest take Game 4, 68 to 53 to even the series at 2 games apiece. Our Heather Cox is with the Quest, Katie Smith.
Katie, this is a team that loves pressure. Down 2-1 last year, you did the same thing, evening up the series. What is the mindset when you're playing under this kind of pressure?
I don't know. I just think the people that we have on our team are competitors, and we don't give in, and we know we're a good ball team, and we love to play. And that's what it comes down to is, we might be, down or even, but we're going to make a run. And this time, lately we've been maintaining it.
Unfortunately, everybody's brought it up. You've admitted it yourself. yourself. In the first 3 games, you're in probably the worst shooting slump of your life. What turned it around in tonight's game?
I mean, not too much. I mean, I took the shots, and I think I relaxed a little bit. I think I was tense the first few games, and it's probably nerves being in championship series. But, you know, I got it going, and everybody did. Tiny's been shooting real well, but, hey, I feel good. I'm glad we knocked down our free throws in the end, and we did what we had to do.
Now you're up by 1 at the half, then suddenly in the third quarter, you're on a 10-0 run. What happened in the locker room with Coach Agler?
Nothing really. He just said, you know, there's 20 more minutes, and we wanted to play on Sunday. We wanted to play for this championship, and, you know, we came out. We know we can make a run. Our defense starts, and we rebounded the ball well, got some transition buckets, and we were all over them. But, hey, we're playing on Sunday, and that's what we wanted to be, and it's going to be another battle out there.
All right, Katie Smith, congratulations on a great game for the Columbus Quest to extend their home winning streak to 24 and take this series to a 5th game. Tracy?
All right, Heather, and that game 5 will be Sunday, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, right here at Patel Hall in Columbus, Ohio.